Hello everyone, it's Shel C from PaperOcotilloStudio, and today I'm sharing with you my day 20 art journal page for the all month long of November hashtag Art Journal Habit 2019 art journaling event. This is brought to you by Art Joy of Sharing Facebook art community, and we just have some prompts, and you use the prompt in any way that you want to create an art journal page every day, which is just encouraging you to get out your art journal, play around, do some stuff, try some stuff, get some art done, create some beauty in the world. And that's what we're all about over at Art Joy of Sharing. So I made a very quick page today because I already had all the elements done in advance. And these are just things that I have. All my art journal pages this month are on gel prints. And this one is on the back of yesterday's, which has had a lot of alcohol ink because there was that fir tree with the ornaments. The alcohol ink bled through. Even though there's acrylic paint on both sides, it still bled through. Alcohol ink is pretty pervasive like that. So I didn't want the green. I did not want the green. I wanted just blue on the background. So my first thing to do, I also wanted a little bit lighter. So my first thing to do was to add a little bit of white gesso to kind of camouflage the green a little bit and to lighten up the background. I love this stencil. This is a StencilGirl stencil that's been used on my gel plate to make this print. I think it's called Brick and Mortar. It's one of my very favorites. It was designed by Mary Beth Shaw, and she loves grids and things like that. And I think this is a really cool stencil, so I use it a lot. But you know how many pages in this journal really need to be done with this stencil? Um, they're half pages, so this whole page was printed 8.5 by 11 with that stencil, and then I cut them in half. So now I already know there's two, and there's probably a lot more because I like this stencil. So I just wanted to tone it down a little bit. And I have this other piece of dictionary paper that was gel printed. It seems kind of like it was a cleanup print, and it had red acrylic and blue acrylic. And my theme for the page today, oh, by the way, the prompt is mix. And I thought about a lot of different things I could do with mix, but in today's political climate in the United States, I just really wanted to, I don't want to be political. I'm not going to get into it with anybody about any of it, but I really do think people should remember, especially at this day, close to Thanksgiving, that we should remember our ancestors. We should remember, have some gratitude for where we live in a free society that allows us to speak our mind. That being said, the current political climate in the United States is very separatist. And the other thing I want everyone to think about is that all of us are a mix, here in the United States. We're a mix of the people that came from our past and have moved on through us into the future. And so thinking about people as other or as different is kind of silly. I mean, really. We're all human beings and we all bleed red. If you bleed green, please let me know because I'd be very interested to learn about your alien heritage because, that would be, I would love. I watch Ancient Aliens. I think maybe there were aliens in the past. So if you don't have red blood, please let me know in the comments because I would love to hear about your past and your alien heritage. But other than that, I don't really think any of us are particularly different. There has been things that happened in the United States that made us feel like we were separate and different and that some were less than others. And that's just stupid. I'm sorry. That's just stupid. So that's all I want to say about it. That's what this page is about is being proud of your personal history, your ancestral history, your place in the world, and in particular, in this climate in the United States, your place in the United States in regards to other people and differentness and exclusion and these type of things. Of course, we're very aware of things in Arizona, because we are one of the states that is on the border between the United States and Mexico, and of course they're building that silly metal wall. And we've there have been some policies instated in Arizona that are not popular in some areas because of for economic reasons. When you have a continual flux of people coming in, way more than some of the other states, economically it becomes difficult, and providing for all those people in a fair way becomes difficult. But that's kind of that's a state problem as far as our budgets and how much money we can get from the United States government to help us with that, which in this climate isn't a lot. So, you know, it's something we think about in Arizona, because we have a rich and very enriched culture here in my city of Tucson from Latino cultures. So beautiful and so enriched. And though that all came, from the south of us. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm probably saying too many political things because that's not what my channel is about. We're here about art. But anyway, back to what I was doing. I had those pieces of dictionary paper that had the red and blue, and so I tore those and put some on in a couple different abstract ways in the background. And then I also have this stencil from StencilGirl, and I will look up the stencils and put the codes below for what they are. But this one has these things that to me remind me of pie charts. And people are so into their ancestry now and getting your DNA tested, and then what they give you is a pie chart. Oh, this percentage is European, this percentage is African, this percentage is, and they will even pinpoint it even closer than that to exactly the part of Europe that you came from. I haven't done that. I think it would be interesting, but also I wonder who's keeping all that data. And it's kind of personal and private, and I don't know if someone's storing it somewhere. So, yeah, that's creepy. Personal medical data about my body isn't something I want some randomers to be storing. So I haven't done the DNA testing, but I think it would be fascinating nonetheless. I also know people sometimes now lately have been getting their dogs DNA tested to find out what percentages of your supposed purebred is actually a mix. And we've been thinking about dogs a lot here in our house. We're trying to adopt one. So, yeah, that's what my page is about, being mixed and being proud of being mixed and being a result of your ancestry. So I got out some of my brother P-Touch and typed a few things. These aren't quotes. These are just things that were in my head as I was making this page. Of course, I've got to have the word mix on there somewhere because that's the prompt. Better put it on there somewhere. And put those down. This image, I guess I didn't mention what that is. It is a StencilGirl stencil from a club stencil. And there was 3 of them. And this lady is supposed to be Irish. There was actually 3 stencils with faces that were supposed to be Irish. Apparently, the artist who designed it went to Ireland, and I guess she saw some pageantry type stuff. And these, older ladies who are, or it could be a man too. I mean, just because it has long hair doesn't mean it's a woman. Probably storytellers. Storytellers are fascinating. My mom and I were talking about Native American storytellers yesterday in the car. But to me, this image looks Native American. So I don't know. That's what I thought when I saw it. I didn't see an Irish person. I saw a Native American person because of the hair and the strong facial features, the cheekbones and the nose. So I just think it's a Native American. But what do I know? I was looking up Native American farms because I wanted to get some North American produced natural foods to serve at Thanksgiving. And I found out that in Arizona, near where I live, some really high percentage, like 80% or 75% of the farms are farmed by Native Americans. I didn't know that. I know we have a large tribe here, the Tohono O'odham tribe, but I did not know that the farms were that much um, farmed by natives. So I was like, oh, well, then I pretty much any place I go, like a farmer's market, I could probably find some stuff that's been farmed by natives that is native to North America, like not imported, not a food from somewhere else, but something grown and started here. Is that right? Started. It came from here, like wild turkeys, wild rice, squash, pumpkins, corn, those type of things that are foods from North America. So then I wanted to kind of highlight these little weird pie chart shaped things, and it took me forever to try to even find the place where I stenciled on the stencil, and I was going to draw around. And then I decided, you know what, I'm not going to try to find the next one. I'm just going to draw freehand. I don't need to trace around the stencil. So that's my white Posca pen. I also added some white splatters, and just to bring in a little bit more white. So we've got red, white, and blue, America's colors, and some other flags as well, not just American. But that stuff wasn't sticking down very well. I took some matte medium and put it over the top to try to keep my stickers to stick on there, because I hadn't put anything underneath them. I just used the natural stickiness of the sticker. And that is about it for this page. Super fast, super quick, because this gel print I already had from the gel printing month a couple months ago, and stencils, a little bit of collage, some stickers, we're done. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Please remember to give it a thumbs up, comment, question, all those things below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share it if you want to. And that is it for day 20. Bye-bye.